Remember those two dead whistleblowers from Boeing? Well, instead of exposing maintenance issues, I'm going to expose where they're not only stealing from you, but by stealing from you, they're also manipulating your children directly, their psychology and their overall development. And then they're like, hey, you have a ground just in case you touch, a container end, right? But in reality, all you got to do, if you touch any one, you're fine. And then if it was to touch both the container end, let's see if you can't get like a, see? There you go. So then why do we actually have a ground then if it doesn't really need it for your health? Well, it creates this really great effect called maximum impedance, right? And so you're always going to have a higher power usage. Maximum impedance also means that the current is also going to be highest, which means the magnetic field that's being induced on your body, your neurobiology, is always going to be at its maximum value.
This is autonomic response. So what is your autonomic nervous?
So for this, I like to get my oscilloscope. Doctors aren't too familiar with these things. And, just consider the fact that when you think, you do, and there's all these electrical signals, well, there's a lot of correlations that I've been able to map. So when I'm really decisive, I know where I'm going next, and I'm more feeling things, I'll see it start to climb. Now, I usually have around the 50%, but like when I really feel things, when I know where I'm going, it just climbs, right? You'll feel it in the emotion, and the thing is it beats you to the punch.
So you see there, it's already picking up to 60 just because it's in the air, but you'll see it's also propagating through your body. And that's just because I'm near it, right? Now if you see, if I bring it near a plug here, you'll see it'll pick up that same 60 hertz.
Here's the thing, this has an exacerbated effect on lower income individuals because the magnetic field strength drops off by inverse square law. Basically, if you're like 1 meter away versus 2 or 4 meters away, that's the difference between 1 times, 4 times, or 16 times the magnetic power going through your body. This doesn't just affect your ability to concentrate in the moment, but it also negatively impacts your ability to sleep. It'll affect your dreams, and your dreams are where you're building your mental model of reality. The real issue with this is that it basically takes advantage of your emotional situation, right? Whatever the most pertinent, the strongest emotion you feel is going to be the only thing that stands out, because anything smaller than basically the power that you have induced isn't going to be relevant throughout the day. It's not going to be remembered. So you have different scenarios where either one, you feel one really intense thing and then you basically just dream about it and you keep reinforcing it and you become very polarized, or you don't have very strong emotions in anything and you might end up a student who ends up shooting up a school because you don't have any sort of connection to anything. And then to fix it, they tell you to take this chemical. Apparently they don't know how depression works, but they found a way to fix it with a chemical. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're waking up because you don't want to wake up to do something you don't want to do. You're doing it, it sucks. You leave to go home, you still have to focus on what you're doing, and the whole time you're basically not getting to experience any aspects of reality. You're a kid told to go to school and shut up and listen. You don't know how to make friends. They're not teaching you how to communicate. They're just teaching you how to do what a calculator can do. Even up until college. Here's how to solve a rocket equation with a pencil and paper. Thought you had a McDonald's employee with a computer. Here I am trying to figure out how to get into space with pencil and paper. 45 minutes, half an equation sheet. I can't use the internet in my pocket or any of the people next to me. And if you try to talk to someone next to you, well, you'll either get an N on your report card or you'll get failed. I can't imagine what that's like now. You experience a situation where you never learned how to make friends. You're seeing other people who may have friends, and instead of trying to figure that out, you're just sitting here like festering, just doing this crap that doesn't matter. Just looking over there, people enjoying themselves, but you don't know what that's like because you've never gotten to experience it. Eventually here comes puberty, but you don't know anything about puberty. You have no clue about anything. All you know is now you have bigger desires. You wanted friends, couldn't have friends. Now you want women and you don't know how to get that. And you've got stuff going on. You figure if this is where life is already at, it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better from here. Especially not when your parents are complaining about politics and they have no control over it because it's a democracy, right? Oh no, it's a constitutional republic. Literally the opposite of democracy. Everybody thinks they've got control. Nobody's got control. We're all coming together hoping that these group of people are gonna just go with whatever we decide. But in reality, it's like there's no corruption, right? No scenario where someone can offer them money and influence the whole situation and everybody just goes, guess we'll try again in 4 years.